Good afternoon and welcome to Sailplane Grand Prix on day 3 here in Potchefstroom in South Africa. We're 110 kilometres west-southwest of Johannesburg and we've got a stunning day here. True South African weather today. Competitors just about to launch and they're looking like they're going to have a great day's flying today. And here we are at Day 3 at the Sailplane Grand Prix. Really interesting race today, 365 kilometres. The start was interesting, Brian.
Yeah, they had a good clean start, but slightly different tactics from the field today. Some people came in well from the southeast and flew along the line and cut across it, and we saw the rest of the people going straight into the start point.
Yeah,
all very fast.
Having to manage distance, time, altitude and speed rather than going along the line where you can just turn if there's nobody there, you could just turn when the gun went.
From that start they flew into really good conditions. On the first leg going out we had good cumulus, a cloud base of 12,000 feet nearly, and there was no reason to turn.
There's no reason to turn, but we did see a couple of people make a mistake, including Mike Young, who thought they'd got a good climb but didn't and ended up at the back of the pack.
It's clear on that first leg the people were going so fast that one turn cost you 2 kilometers, and they continued like this, all flying together with Vladas Matuza out in front and good guys all flying together until about 15-20 kilometers before the first turning point.
Yeah, and this is when we started to see Oscar and Peter Krajcek flying like you're in South Africa, hammer time, pushing really hard, and then actually taking a bit of a diversion near the first turn and going right to gain an extra bit of altitude before they came into the turn.
That's right, and they gained altitude and a little bit of distance, and that allowed them to pull away on the second leg.
Yeah, and further down the next leg they were able to increase their distance by pushing even harder, flying 220 kph. And
on that leg, the leaders, Oscar and Peter Krajcek, were flying 20 kilometers an hour faster than the people following them.
Yeah, interesting that. The next leg, it started to slow down a little, and towards the end of the third leg, the chasing group actually caught them in the same climb.
I think that certainly on that last long leg coming back towards Potchefstroom, the field compressed again a little, people started to catch up, but the catching up was because the conditions they were flying into were weaker, which meant that as they compressed, the actual time difference at the finish didn't change very much. And at the top of the last thermal, it was still Oscar and Peter who'd got the big advantage.
Running into the last turn, Oscar behind, slowing down, gaining an extra metre here and a metre there, and in the end he managed to pull 200 metres on Peter Krajcek. Peter slowed down quite a long way before the turn, went through slowly, and Oscar came in very fast, pulled up Chandel over the top, and then had the extra height to beat Peter home on the line.
They had a very exciting finish. All the way on the short last leg, Oscar was slowly overtaking Peter until he pulled in front of him for a very, very nice finish, but first 2 places. But the next fight for the third place was also very interesting today.
Very close between Mike Young, Andy Davis, Jan. They all came round pretty much together, and it was actually very difficult from the ground to work out who was across the line first.
That's right, and it was a very close finish for third place, which has now taken us into a really, really exciting overall situation. Oscar is winning now with 17 points, and then we have all the way down to 5th place, Mike Young on 15 points, and then 13 for 6 and 7. So it's still anybody's game, this. Any one of those top 8 pilots could still win. We have had a great day's racing, a fantastic day with high speeds, and all the pilots had a terrific competition. So we'd like to start with the third place, which is Andy Davis from Great Britain in X-Ray Zulu. And in second place today, from Czech Republic in Romeo Zulu at 149.9 kilometers an hour, Peter Krajcek. And in first place today, from Sud-Afrique, we have in Oscar Golf, Oscar Hodrien at 150 kilometers an hour.